What is my choice for a perfect rod for fishing Ned rigs, wacky rigs, drop shot, shaky heads, those kind of baits? What is my perfect choice for a rod? Good morning, guys and girls. March 6th, reading out of our Catch a Better Life book from the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Right now, we've got thousands of just absolutely wonderful people on here, and it will change your life for the better, I promise you. March 6th, we're looking at Isaiah 43:1. Isaiah 43:1 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine." It's God talking through Isaiah. God wrote the Bible. He wrote the Bible through many, many men, but God wrote the Bible. So this is God speaking. Now, we have red letters in the Bible, which is when Jesus was speaking as he walked this earth. This is God, and he says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. You are mine." That's what God was telling the children of Israel. Crawfish, they're called by lots of names. I grew up calling them crawdads. We call them crawdads. We never call them mudbugs. Down in Louisiana, they call them mudbugs or crayfish, crawfish. Big bass, they call them lunch and dinner is what big bass call them. Right now is absolutely the perfect time to throw crawfish-colored baits. Jigs, crankbaits, and spinnerbaits. Yeah, orange and brown spinnerbait. That red man spinnerbait and orange and brown, dynamite right now. In most parts of the country, bass have gone several months without crawfish. They haven't seen any crawfish. When they see these crawfish-looking baits, game on. Game on. It's actually a perfect color to fish this time of the year. What are we called? What are we called? Mudbugs, crawfish, crawdads, called a lot of things. Some of us have been called mudbugs too, I'm sure. According to today's verse, God calls us His. That's right. He calls us redeemed. God calls us His. Jesus paid a price for our sins, and we need not fear the devil. We need not fear the devil's demons or anything else the world throws at us. Coronavirus, circumstances, whatever the world throws at us. We don't need to worry about it because God calls us Him. God calls us personally, each one of us individually, to be His. That's right. He calls us individually. Not as, okay, I'll take everybody in Murray County, Oklahoma. I'll take everybody in Podunk Flats, Alabama. He calls us each individually to be His. And all that He asks is that we believe in His Son, Jesus, to be saved. Believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Believe that He was crucified and His blood, His shed blood, paid the price for our sins. And we've asked Him to come into our heart and save us. That's all that God asks. That's all that God asks. Ask Jesus to be Lord of your life. That's it. God's calling right now. Will you answer? Will you answer? Here's our tip for today. My favorite rod actions, 6'6" or 7 foot medium heavy or medium action spinning rod. A spinning rod, that's right. Is perfect for Ned rigs, perfect for wacky rigs, and for drop shots. Works really, really good. Works good for shaky heads as well. I mentioned shaky heads a little bit earlier. Perfect combination. I like to put 20-pound braid on there, and then I'll use a fluorocarbon leader, 6, 8, 10-pound test, depending on what type of stuff I'm fishing with it. 6.5 or 7 foot spinning rod. We have Jimmy Houston Blaze Series spinning rods that are absolutely perfect. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you. But Nellie finally jumped. I don't know where she is. Finally jumped out of that mule. Guys and girls, I really do love you.